Good to have you with us here on the Horseman's Corner. I'm Howard Hale, host of the show, and let's get right into the second half of today's program. With us on the program today, Jann Parker, Billings Livestock. You guys had a big horse sale last weekend at Billings Livestock. How did it turn out?
Oh, it was a good horse sale. It was a really good horse sale for summer. We had 768 head of horses in one day. 260 in the catalog. The balance was loose. You know, the dry conditions up here pushing a lot of the loose horses to town to market right now. So we had a real strong run of loose horses, which they sell well. Our top seller on the loose was 7,700. You know, it's been really a really good run on the loose horses for about the past year. Out of the past 6 months, 4 of those, the top selling loose horse brought 8,000. I think the other 2 are both at 7,700, and it's not just like one horse out of all of them on the loose. This past month there were 180 that brought 1,000 or better. There were 87 brought 2,000 or better. 11 brought 4,000 or better. I mean, it's just good, you know. I think it is a real tribute to the auction way of doing business. You know, you present your product to a full sale arena.
What about the catalog horses? How did they do?
Catalog horses were outstanding. It was good. Top sale honors to a 4-year-old. Gosh, he was a nice 4-year-old. Black turning gray, plague unbred, gelding. That gentleman from Kansas had in here. His 9-year-old son rode him all over. He just made you want to ride him. It was just a really nice 4-year-old. Brought 27,000. Runner-up to a real nice 5-year-old sorrel gelding. Highbrow cat bred, ranch gelding. Brought 24,000. So yeah, it was solid on the catalog as well. I think the top 100 have an average of like 8,600, you know, and of course the top end, and grade horses as well. You know, we sell a lot of draft crosses here. They always do well.
Well, I'm surprised that the loose horses are selling as well as they are with, like you say, a lot of them coming in out of the dry country, so that's encouraging.
Yeah, it's pushing a lot of horses to town. I mean, we normally wouldn't see that volume. We'd probably have about 200, and we had 513 of them, you know. But here's the deal. Like they sell at auction. So when someone calls me and says, hey, I have 4 loose horses to sell, you know, what are they worth? I don't know, because they could be blue roan and one has a quarter crack, and it's bugging the guy that owns it, and he doesn't want to guarantee it, so he puts it in the loose. Well, you know, there's way more than 2 guys out there, you know, wanting to crack at it. So that's, you know, it's just driven by the ride prospects out of the loose. And then, you know, processing horses, you know, due to the volume, the middle was weaker than it's been, but the top end stayed solid on the processors as well. So all in all, a really good horse sale. Had a lot of energy. That sale had energy from the first horse to the last on Saturday.
How did the internet part of the sale go?
Well, that has been a really nice addition to our sale here at Billings. We added that a year ago in June, so we've had 10, this would have been the 11th month of it. And, you know, it's found its place. And we let the consignor choose whether or not to put their horse in that portion of the sale. So if you don't want a stronger guarantee on your horse, don't put them in that session. We ask them to include any blemishes that don't affect their soundness, like if their mane's rubbed out, their tail's chewed off, they have an old wire from being a baby, a dent in their neck, whatever. We ask them to disclose that so that our internet buyers aren't surprised when their horse gets to North Carolina. So if somebody doesn't want to go through all that, they don't have to. But I'm going to say well over a half of our horses are offered online through Northern Livestock Video. And you can sign up to bid there, and once you're signed up, you're good to go. You know, you might want to view the July sale and come back in September and look again. at what's offered, and it's pretty good. Like 1 out of 4 horses that has been a part of that session in all months but one to this point have sold online. So 1 out of 4 online session horses sells to a buyer online. Someone who has either called and gotten more pictures or more video, or gone down to the neighbors and tried it, or knew the horse because they saw it at a roping 2 weeks ago, or whatever the reasons are. They couldn't be here in Billings to buy or didn't want to set up a phone bid, so they've bought online. So, yeah, it's been a great addition, and I really like that it's on my consignor. So they choose. You want to do that? We're happy. Let's pull out everything in the toolbox to sell your horse, but if you don't want to use all the tools in the toolbox, that's fine. That's up to you. So there's still value. So if you still want to come and sift through those horses that weren't broadcast online, you're going to find something that could stand a little rehab, that you can still buy worth the money and go home and make better. You know, that's been a little slogan I've had this year, that affordability lives here too. We had 44 head of horses in that catalog that brought between $5,000 and $7,500. Well, if you just want a nice gelding out of those 44 horses that brought between $5,000 and $7,500, there's at least one in there. I'm sure there's way more than that, but point being that affordability lives here too. They don't all bring $27,000.
What are some of the things that people ought to be doing to really get those horses ready for your sale, particularly that video portion of it? They ought to have some pretty good videos, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I think that that's one of the tools in the toolbox, you know. You want to do a video, make a nice video, and don't just show it doing one thing. If it's a rope horse, that's great. Show it roping, but show it crossing the creek and gathering cattle as well, or maybe in the 4th of July parade, or if your daughter had it at the 4-H horse show. Put it together and present it to a varied audience, because they may never rope on it again. They may want it for their daughter that's 16 for her little show horse, So I think do a video, do it well. Don't have it long, just quick, 2 minutes. If someone wants more video, they'll call you. We want people to include their phone numbers. We want our buyers to do their homework, ask for more pictures, more video, and be happy when they buy what they've done their research on.
Hey, when's your next sale?
We're one day. It's August 28th. We'll sell loose horses at 8 a.m., catalog sale time at 12 noon. That August sale is held in conjunction with the Barrel of Gold barrel horse fraternity that is also in our area. We have a big barrel race on Friday night where we showcase some of the sale horses, but it's also an open 4D barrel race produced by the UBRC. And then we'll have a performance preview as well. We'll show you the rope horses and the saddle riding reiners, cutters. And then Saturday, we'll sell loose horses at 8. We'll have an outdoor preview here in the BLS arena, and we will get on that catalog at 12 noon. So you can consign, sign up to buy, and see what's coming, all of it, horses and cattle, at BillingsLivestock.com, or you can find us on our Facebook page at Billings Livestock Horse Sales.
Jann, thanks a lot. Always fun talking to you. You have a great day, will you?
Hey, you too, Howard. Thank you.
Jann Parker, who manages the horse sales at Billings Livestock. And if you want to find more about horses, go to horsemanscorner.com. You can also get the archives of previous programs and some outstanding horse businesses and horse sales, including that Billings Livestock sale late in August and the BV&D sale September 11th that features Blue Valentine and Driftwood breeding at its best. If you're interested in horses, horsemanscorner.com is the place to go. That's horsemanscorner.com. Do what thousands of other folks do every day, and that's visit horsemanscorner.com. Bunkhouse Trailer Sales has a large inventory of Big Bend trailers that handle the tough jobs like they should, with features that every cattleman can appreciate, but they're doing it from a new location that's at Steve's Truck and Equipment between Scottsbluff and Mitchell in the Nebraska Panhandle. If you can't stop by, give them a call at 308-623-9955 or check them out at bunkhousetrailersales.com. Bunkhousetrailersales.com for your next stock or horse trailer, including the tough, practical, cattleman-friendly Big Bend trailers.